Major upgrades are needed at the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff tells us it won't be long before some of their aging equipment actually gives out. But with a new headquarters on the way, they are still in need of more funding. With that, we'll bring in Kennedy Payne, who joins us live as she explains how the sheriff's office is laying out the blueprint to keep you and your family safe. Kennedy.
Yeah, well, right now in Aiken County, justice is being served from this building built decades ago, and it definitely shows. But they say that is all changing with new headquarters and as they work with county council on their budget. But for the new facility, they say they've hired an architect and they're in the design phase.
They swore an oath to serve and protect, but for some deputies, that oath begins inside an office with a leaking ceiling and ends at a desk inside a 70-year-old jail cell.
This building is past due, and we're going to move as fast as we can.
With a $30 million new headquarters.
So our new building will have all the latest and greatest technology, security for our employees. We were talking earlier about somebody, if they wanted to, could just basically come in that door by a little bit of a force.
For Sheriff Marty Sawyer, it's more than construction. It's a promise to the people and to the men and women that wear the badge.
What it's going to help more than anything is morale. In this building, we're totally out of room. We have no more office space. We can't have any training sessions here. We don't have a room big enough to have a training session. And I want to start having community meetings and citizens academies.
He knows these walls well. His dad worked here in the late 1970s. He says he's fighting to give the next generation a better place to serve.
And right after I took office, Chairman Bunker and Administrator Brian Sanders said, we have this money. When you want to start building a building, let us know. We started that week making phone calls and preparing, and we haven't slowed down since.
But the improvements won't stop at the building. They're working with Aiken County Council on their budget for new vehicles, stun guns, and in-car and body-worn cameras.
We have to have body-worn video. There's no question. But in-car cameras, they capture a lot of stuff that the body-worn cameras won't capture. If you're in a chase or if you pull up to a wreck or pull up to a crime scene, technology is the way law enforcement's headed.
And with every brick, nail, and beam, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office is laying the blueprint for a safer, stronger future.
And they say they hope to break ground in December and expect the project to take about 3 years. As for their budget, they're still working with county council on that. But they say county council has always been good to them. And whatever money they do get, it'll be used to make the community safer.
All right, Kennedy, thank you so much for that report tonight. We appreciate you. And new tonight, Aiken County Sheriff Marty Sawyer, staying with him for just a moment, tells us they are in the process of starting a new sheriff's foundation to support employees and the youth.
It would do two things. It will allow us to help a deputy or help an employee here or detention center personnel if they're struggling financially because of a medical reason or they're hurt at work or something happened, they need a little bit of money. And then the second thing is we want to be able to offer scholarships to underprivileged children who may have the opportunity to go to a band camp or an art camp or a basketball camp, but their family can't afford to send them.
Very nice. Now the foundation will be ran by an independent board separate from the sheriff's office.